guys, this is Wisdom Arena. When I look at what is happening in my country, it pains me so much because most people don't know the pains on what Africans go through. Most people don't know the pains of what, especially people that live in Nigeria, go through on a daily basis. I want to discuss the reasons why African leaders hate agitators, why they hate people that stand for something good for the people. We all know on a normal that there is so much envy, jealousy, and greediness in the life of a black man. And when these people tend to find themselves in the position of power, one thing they do, they use it to suppress people. Majority of African leaders, especially in the country where I came from, Nigeria, they like suppressing their citizens. They like oppressing their citizens. That's the truth. All the people that have meant well for the nations, they don't live long, they don't last long, because they are taken out by these evil men in leadership. And let me point out something to you, because some of you don't know that most of these leaders, some of you may be aware, some of you may not be aware, most of the leaders we have in Africa, before they got into power, some of them were already in courtesan. Even right from their university days, some of them belong to different court segments. And listen, you don't expect a bad tree to bear a good fruit. It's never done. You don't look for a good fruit from a bad tree, because a bad tree will always produce a bad fruit. Do you know how many confraternities? Do you know how many courts that these leaders are in their so-called brotherhood? And do you know that most of the times when these leaders enter, before they come to a position of power, majority of them have entered into different evil covenants with the devil. I want to tell you why African leaders, majority of them hate agitators, majority of them hate freedom fighters, majority of them, anytime you stand for the truth, for the people in your nation, they hate you. They want to assassinate you, they want to eliminate you, they want to alienate you, they want to run you out of that country. Because light and darkness cannot exist in the same place. Okay, look, for instance, there is no single leader, especially in Nigeria, that have gone to that Aso Rock, or that have gone to different states to become their governors, or senatorial seats, or those that are in the House of Rep or House of Assembly. Majority of them have covenanted their soul to the devil. And you don't expect a man that have covenanted his soul to the devil to do something good for you. People need to know this. People need to wake up. We are in a country where a lot of things are happening. And you see people dying here and there. Every day you hear about killings in Southern Kaduna, you hear about killings in Plateau State, you hear about killings even in, the killings have even started in Southwest and Southeast, and even in South. And it's as if these evil leaders are enjoying it. Have you paused for a while to ask yourself a question? Why are these leaders keeping quiet? Why are they not talking? Because some of you don't know that these killings that are happening is part of the covenant that they had with the devil. You need to be very aware of this. They are enjoying the blood of the innocent that are flowing on a daily basis. And some of you will come up and say, oh, let federal government do this. Oh, let the Ministry of Defense, let them rise, let them do this one, let them defend the innocent. And I want to ask you the question, who are these? Who are those in the federal government authority? Who are they? The people you are calling your leaders have already covenanted their soul to the devil. And what they are doing is actually part of what the devil have mandated them to do. And you need to know that the foundation of most African countries, I will still talk on this in my subsequent videos. The foundation of most African countries are built on idolatry. The foundations are already wrong. That's why they are not getting anything right. The foundation of our country, the foundation of other African countries are already built on idolatry. And listen to me. If the devil helps you to build something, there is no way you will expect that thing to be great. There is no way you should expect what the devil, because the devil always has three assignments. Number one, to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I want to say the truth here this morning without being biased. To tell you why African countries have not developed. To tell you the reason too. Why Nigeria, why especially African countries, why they hate people that stand up to speak the truth. Okay, look at what happened in Uganda, Bobby Wine. Look at what they did to him. Okay, in the same way, look at even, for instance, because I'm not going to bias this morning, I'm going to say the truth. Look at Showore that has stood up for revolution now. We have said a lot of things, yet they keep on taking this young man from one detention to another. Look at the person that is fighting for the freedom of Biafrans in Eastern region, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, a lot of people hate him because I know most of the time people will always hate a man of truth. But whether you like it, whether you like him or you don't like him, the truth will always stand tall in every generation and in every dispensation. I always say it, wickedness cannot last so long. No matter how people try to cover it up, there is no way wickedness, there is no way evil will defeat good. It's never done. Yeah, the wickedness, the evil may last long, but it will never last forever. God will always raise somebody to fight the evil. They went to the house of this young man. They tried to kill him. God saved his life. They ended up with all the trauma and everything. The parents are dead. Look at Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara that helped his country in those days to develop. They killed the young man when he became the leader of his country. He died at a very young age. Recently with Martin Luther King Jr., he stood up to fight. They killed him. They assassinated him. They took Nelson Mandela to prison. The world at large, that's why the whole world likes wickedness, especially in Africa. The leaders, they don't like people that stand up for the truth. Reason being that they like the power. Why? They like to oppress people. They like to suppress people. And the forces that are backing them up don't want anything of light to come into African nation, especially in Nigeria. And you know that people that are speaking up, the freedom fighters, the agitators, one thing that many people, because most of the times I go on social media and I see a lot of people, maybe that are speaking against Showore, some people speaking against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some people speaking against even Bobby Wine, some people speaking against our different things. The truth is that ordinary citizens of African countries are suffering. You know, these leaders, they like to lord it over people. They are just enjoying it. They enjoy their citizens begging them for money. They enjoy their citizens begging them for infrastructural development. They just enjoy it because it's not affecting their families. They loot money here and there. They go outside the country. They go on vacation. They go to Dubai. They go, to different parts of the country, of the world, especially in Europe, in America. They enjoy themselves. They come back. They have numerous girlfriends. They do a manner of things. They spend money the way they like. But you and I know that the ordinary citizens are suffering. This is wisdom arena. And when your knowledge is easy to get, but wisdom is much more harder. I want to be honest with you. Why these African leaders, especially in Nigeria, why they hate freedom fighters, why they hate agitators, why they hate men of truth? Because these men are evil. They are born from the pit of hell, ranging from the governors, the senators, the president, all of them, those that serve in different ministerial positions, even the commissioners, the local government chairman, all these men have taken oath with the devil never to allow the country to develop. And we, the citizens, we need to understand that God will never come down from heaven to fight the battle. A lot of people have been praying for God to change Nigeria. God has a way of answering prayers. One of the things God do is that when you start praying and God wants to save a nation, or he wants to save a nation, he wants to bring revolution into any nation, one thing that God does is to start awakening the spirit of people. He start making people to be fed up with the system. If you are not tired of the system, God cannot intervene. You yourself, you have to be tired first. You have to express that you are tired. That is number one step. But if you don't speak up, if you don't do anything, it's as if you are comfortable with the situation. I watched a movie where something, Odysseus, if you are watching a movie called Odysseus, there was something Poseidon told Odysseus in that movie. He said, God can never do for man what man is supposed to do for himself. If you are comfortable, you are not speaking up, you are not protesting, you are not agitating, then even God himself will take it like you are comfortable with what is happening. As I see on a daily basis, that most Nigerians these days, they will hear that 2,000 persons died in Plateau State, 20 persons died in Southern Kaduna, 50 persons died in Kwara State, 5 persons were murdered in Southeast. It doesn't bother them. People will just wake up, dress up, and start going to their different businesses as if these are not human lives that have been wasted. Why? Because our citizens have come to a point, especially in Nigeria, that they are now comfortable with the killings. They are not comfortable with whatever they see. They are now comfortable with the bondage, and the leaders are enjoying it. Because anytime they want to speak up, anytime they want to rise up, the leaders will just bring out the army to shoot them. The leaders will just bring out the DSS. They will just bring out the police to slaughter and to maim people. And then it seems as if the citizens are comfortable with these things that are happening. But guys, there is no freedom without a price. If you are going to make the nation good, if you are going to bring out the best in the nation, if you are going to bring out change, especially the continent of Africa, this is the hour for all the citizens of different countries in this continent to rise up, to stand up for their right, to begin to speak up. All of us are going to die one day. If you keep quiet and say you are not going to do anything that it doesn't concern you, the truth of the matter is that your children will still suffer it. The unborn generation will suffer it. The leaders hate men of truth. They don't like people, genuine, sincere freedom fighters. There's never been a time that evil leaders liked freedom fighters. They may come from the angle of ethnicity, they may come from the angle of tribe, they may come from the angle of religion to begin to castigate, especially men that speak the truth, to begin to castigate the agitators, to begin to say that these men, you should hate them, you shouldn't listen to them. But hey guys, let's come to think of it. These agitators, these freedom fighters, wherever they are, wherever they come from, all of them are fighting for our good. Because they don't like the evil that is going on. They don't like the poverty that is going on in the nation. They don't like the killings that are going on in the nation. They want people to live a better life. Can't we see what these guys are fighting for? And so people will go on social media and begin to talk all manner of things. Whether they are standing for the disintegration of Nigeria, whether they are standing for the betterment, for a better Nigeria, anything. The truth of the matter remains that these guys are fighting for a better cause, for the freedom of everybody. And we need to wake up, especially the youth, and support these guys. You don't need to go on social media and be saying evil things about these freedom fighters. Some of you don't even say anything about the bad leadership, in African country, or especially in Nigeria. Some of you don't say anything about it. And this is why these men, these evil men, evil cabals, this is why these guys, is as if they are growing, more and more powerful on a daily basis. Because the citizens are quiet. We need to rise up, guys. We need to stand up for our rights and demand for a better tomorrow. Because these men that have covenanted their soul to the devil, these men that have covenanted their souls to different idols, they will not let power go. Except we rise up and fight. Whether you pray, after praying, take action. Prayer goes with action. When you pray, take action. God will not come down from heaven to deliver you. He will always send men. We are appointed for different purposes. All of us cannot be Showore. All of us cannot be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of us cannot be that. Because God have chosen these men. So men are appointed in due time and in due season to open the eyes of others. So when your eyes, when your eyes are open, rise up and fight for your freedom. Don't go and start fighting the agitators. Don't go and start fighting those that are fighting for the betterment of your generation. Don't fight those that are looking so that you can have a wonderful life. Some of you are unemployed. Some of you don't even have a job. Some of you can't even eat 3 square meals a day. So, look at the accidents happening in the country. Every day people are dying because the rules are not fine. Then why are you speaking against the agitators? Why don't you channel your anger towards your leaders, those evil men that have covenanted with the devil? Because some of them, before they enter that seat of power, some of them have already, they have already entered into different evil agreement with the devil. And there is no way a man will give you what he doesn't have. That is why Africa is in bondage, idolatry. Our leaders are deep into cultism. They are deep into idolatry. That is why you see Africa so backward. We need to wake up. These leaders, they don't mean well for us. Guys, we need to wake up and take the power into our hearts now to change this country or to divide it so that everybody will go their separate way. That's the solution. Is it that they change the country and make the country better, or they divide it and let everybody go back? But as long as we remain quiet and we remain like this, we will continue to suffer. That's just the truth. Guys, this is Wisdom Arena. I'll be bringing subsequent videos to you of what is happening in the nation all over the world and the things we need to do. If you like this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, comment and share. Drop your comment. You can share so that others will hear what I just said. And at the same time, hit the notification button. Please just hit the notification so you will get updates whenever I upload a new video. And I want to beg you, because this channel just started, please and please, because this is my own way of joining in this fight for a better country, for a better life for everybody. Please do subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and God bless you.